Hello my darlings, it is Monday the 15th of July and I'm here to talk to you about my favourite subject, the menopause. Yes, or the many pores if you have lots of cats. I'm actually here today to talk about husbands and the menopause and what you guys are going through while we're changing. I know this isn't what you signed up for. Sometimes you're left wondering what on earth did you do wrong this time? It's not your fault, darlings. It's our hormones. And we're terribly sorry. Yes, I know some ladies are going to need more help than others. And that's why we have wonderful doctors and support networks around, as long as we know how to access them. I'm one of the fortunate ones. I'm not actually taking anything for my menopause. I'm just going straight into it, cold turkey if you will. I don't know why. Yes, I get fatigue, I get brain fog, I get very tired, aching bones, aching teeth. You all know the saga with my teeth, having lost 7 of them now. Yes, I know it's just part and parcel of the menopause, and I will eventually get some new teeth made and the job will be done and I will be feeling fabulous. But yeah, it's not, nobody is, how can I say, we just want to say to you, lovely, lovely men in our lives, please bear with us. Normal service will resume at some point. It's like puberty but in reverse, you know? We're sort of gently wandering into old ladyland, with not knowing what to do because we've never done this before, and likewise you guys have never done this before, and it's so hard sometimes, and you're going into it, and if you had your children late in life, you've got teenagers whilst you're going into the menopause, so they're hitting the hormonal bounce of turning into either young gentlemen or young ladies, and all their hormones are all over the shop. And likewise, here you are going into the mature woman, the old lady land as I like to call it, but not too old. Come on, we're not over the hill yet, we're only 48. But we are going into it, and our hormones are changing as well. You know, it's what happens. You can't change nature, but you can help nature by, if you're suffering with hot sweats and brain fog and things like that, and you really can't handle it, talk to your doctor. Talk to them about there's creams, there's patches, there's tablets, I believe, that you can take that will calm the inner woman, the inner she-beast that wants to escape. Now, girls, I get it. Yeah, the she-beast must escape. She can't help it. She's rage, she is empowered, she is woman. She will have her way. She will have her say. Yes, she will. And it's hard, it really is. You know, gone from this 20-something, absolute ding-dong, gorgeous woman, and you suddenly find yourself the other side of 40, galloping up to 50 years old, hot flushes, insomnia, bone aches, teeth aches, your scalp burns sometimes. You get the occasional UTI, don't know where that's come from. You know, suddenly you've got thrush when you never used to have thrush. Everything's on fire down there, and not in a good way. You know, not as in, I'm getting lucky tonight. No, the damn thing's on fire because it's got thrush. And it's going, oh, wow, 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 wow. Ooh, your hoo-ha is unhappy. Yeah, it is. You know, and you've got all these things going on, right? You suddenly, middle-aged spread. I thought that was something you ate. No, it's what happens to you. Suddenly, you know, you're this thin, gorgeous, sexy girl, and then suddenly, well, all I say is, there's more of you to love, yeah? And you're never going to get kidnapped, because you're too big, yeah? Exactly. And you can do something that the skinny ones can't do. That's right, girls. While they're going skinny dipping, you can chunk it up. Think about that. Yeah, guys, it's not a conspiracy. We're not going to get you. We're not running around with bread knives. Well, some of us are. But that's probably because we're looking for the bread to cut up. You know, it's not you. So, you know, it's okay. You know, just because we're having an off day. Oh, something could have gone particularly wrong at work, right? You know, maybe one of the kids has been acting up, you know. It could be an absolute multitude of things. And normally, when you're in your 20s, you can bat it off. But as you get older, sometimes it's harder to just bat that thing off. I mean, you know, red wine, good chocolate, sarcasm, that helps. It really does. But sometimes it's not the it's just not the panacea. It's not what will fix, right? Sometimes we need to sit down with our partners and we just need to hold them gently by the throat until they sit down and listen to us. I'm just joking about the throat thing, honest. I really was. It's hard, right? We're going through a different phase in our lives. Our hormones are literally ping-ponging all over the place. We get upset more easily. We can burst into tears at the drop of a hat. Or we can get aggressive, but not like mad aggressive. I mean, like, you know, a bit like Norman Bates aggressive, yeah? Psycho shower. Think shower scene, right? Yeah, but we can go a bit like that. We don't mean to. It's our hormones. Right, but ladies, if your hormones are that out of whack and you are perhaps flying off the handle at, you know, maybe the milk top wasn't put back in the milk bottle, or the cereal packet exploded and somebody just shoved it back in a cupboard this morning because they were in a hurry and they were going to be late, and they thought, well, we'll tidy that up when we get home, but Mum just happened to walk into that room and open the cupboard and she just got hit by a tsunami of cereal. It has happened to me. And you just don't see the funny side. All you can think of is, God damn it, I just cleaned the kitchen floor. And you just go off on one. And then you're seething with volcanic rage by the time the said person that shoved the cereal packet back in the cupboard comes home. They're, they don't know what they've come into. All they know is they're very, very, very sorry, and they didn't mean to leave it such a state, and they will never ever do that again. So help me God. It does happen, and I'm going to see the funny side of it. You know, I wasn't too cross, I was just a bit peeved. You know, it's a wonderful word, peeved, isn't it? It's sort of there between miffed and pissed off. You can be peeved, you know, you can have that level. But you can understand the look of sheer terror on said person's face as you're reading them the right act of not putting the cereal like that in the cupboard like that ever again. You know, it's just little things like that. Yeah, we don't mean to be so enraged, right? We just it's like a build-up. It's like, oh, one thing goes wrong, oh, okay, and brush that off. Something else goes wrong. When you're getting up to your 27th thing that's gone wrong that day, and you're just suddenly realising, why was I born? You know, oh, what fresh hell awaits tomorrow? You know, it. You just want to let off steam, and you just don't take it personally, kids. Don't take it personally, husbands. We're just sometimes we're so overwhelmed with what's expected of us. You know, um, dinner on the table, the washing up done, the laundry's done, the ironing's done, the house is clean, the business has been taken care of. You know, you're so tired at the end of the day because you've done all that, and it's almost as though you've done it all on autopilot, and you're just so physically and mentally exhausted, and you know you've just got to get up and do it again the next day, and sometimes it can just be so overwhelming, and you just like you're going, no, I just can't do that. I'm exhausted. Will somebody please give me a break? And and I can understand for some women that when they've finished doing a day's work, they've done all the other stuff as well. They cook dinner, and then everybody gets up and leaves the table, and mum's left to do the dishes. And you know, the nice thing to do was to recognise that I know you've been at work all day. I know that you've done your share of things at work, but I've been at work and I've run the home and I've cooked the evening meal. The least you could do is rinse your plate off and put it in the dishwasher. I nearly said washing machine then, but please don't put your crockery in the washing machine, it'll come out broken. Trust me, I know these things. You know, don't be looking as well, kids and husbands, dads, for a reward for, oh wow, I washed my dish off and I'll put it in the dishwasher. Well, yeah, good on you. I'm glad you did. You know, how about helping wipe the table down and wiping the hob down and the worktops? You know, all these little things that need to be done. You know, it's important that you're there and you're supporting your partner, right? It really, really is. You know, I hear an awful lot from men is that I can't cope with her attitude. I can't cope with the way things are in the house. She's changed. She's put on weight. Gentlemen, this woman stood in front of you and all the people in the world that came to the wedding, not everyone in the world, because that'd have been a big church, and promised to love, honour and obey in sickness and in health, right? She's borne your children. She's worked to keep the family home running. And she's saying, I'm tired. I can't sleep at night because I've got insomnia. My bones are aching. I'm getting symptoms that I've never had before. I'm suffering hot flushes. Sometimes taking a patch or popping a pill isn't, it's just, that's part and parcel of it. You've still got the who you are, you know? She can't do it all by herself. It's nice if you help You know, we're not taking away your masculinity or anything like that. There's nothing sexier than a bloke that will help around the house. Really, honest, truly fixing things, you know, being a repair shop. Yeah, things do break, and it's nice having a guy in the house that knows what he's doing, you know? And if you're not DIY inclined, call someone to come in and fix that problem that she's got. She'll thank you for it. She really will. It's lots and lots of things. Do the dishes, vac up for her. She might not like it if you do the dusting. Glass cleaning, wash the windows. She would appreciate that. Doesn't she help you by doing your laundry, cooking the meals, making sure the house is run? Just now and again, if she's looking particularly tired or she's in pain, because believe me, when you're going through the menopause, you're in pain, right? And we internalize an awful lot of the pain, and we don't really tell you just how painful it is. But it feels like we're dying sometimes. It can be so painful. And if we're looking as though we're flagging and we're fatigued and we're exhausted and feeling a little hormonal and crying, and it's nice if you could just step in and just lighten the load a little bit instead of just leaving us to it. It's not easy. If you were going through this, if you were changing hormonally as much as we do, yeah, I know your testosterone drops a little when you're getting older, but are we not here picking you up, taking care of you? And all we're asking is that you do the same for us. If we're looking a little tired, a little fatigued, a little bit in pain, run us a hot bath, put our favourite bubbles in, and say, darling, go and take a hot bath. I'll sort the dishes. It's fine. Those magical little words for us women, it is what a wonderful thing to have someone run you a hot bath and leave your dressing gown so you can just get out the bath and just relax and try and get some time for yourself. That's another thing that we're going through when when we're going through the menopause. Some of us have got kids still living at home, like I said, late teenagers, early 20s, like me. And, it's not easy because you've got young adults in the house and they don't see the housework like mums see the housework. They just live in the house. They're so busy with the friends, going out shopping, going to work, being at university, and they know that we love them. We love them dearly. But, they never think about doing the housework. I mean, it's a job to ask them to take the dishes out the bedroom. Yeah, I still have to remind my girls, take your dishes downstairs, put your dirty laundry in the laundry bag. I didn't say you had to shove it in the washing machine, just put it in the laundry bag. I'll take care of the washing. I know you're busy. So it's nice when the girls offer to empty the laundry basket and fold the laundry and put it away. And when I've stood and done the ironing for them, they come down and take the clothes and take them upstairs, rather than me having to put them away. It's about teamwork. If you're like me and I have to say I'm really very lucky. I have a loving husband. He helps me. He fixes things around the house. he goes out on a Saturday morning early and does all the food shop. I never have to worry about going out and doing the food shop. He just does it. He supports me through my business and he's there to help me if I've got a problem. He understands and gets me because he's there for me. He'll listen, right? If I've had a rough day, he gives me a hug. If I've had an exceptionally rough day, he usually waves a bar of chocolate in front of me as a peace offering. If only the praying mantis male knew that to keep the female from ripping his head off, all he had to do was wave a bar of dairy milk. I joke, but there are times when I'm peeved and I get rightfully disgruntled and jump up and down and get a little bit angry and go rrr, and everybody goes what's wrong with mother? What's gone wrong today, mummy? Even I can have an off day. My husband can have an off day. The kids can. But the fact is, you need to work as a team. And that's what going through the menopause is. It's mom feeling very beleaguered and upset and anxious. Oh my goodness, the anxiety that goes through. It passes through. It's like electricity flowing through you. Is anxiety. It's an awful feeling. It's the tightness of the chest. Your heart's racing. You don't know why. You're feeling uneasy. You're scared. And then your hormones is like a surge. And, it's fight or flight. You don't know if you're going to go laugh at something, cry, stab it to death with a bread knife. You just don't know, do you? These hormones, man. Terrible things. And what we can do sometimes is, if you feel like you're at that point where you're going to explode, right? Proper Krakatoa, Vesuvius. Yeah, you're going to go kaboom. And everybody's going to be going, ow, Mommy doesn't love us anymore. Yeah, we get that. If you feel like you're at that point, it can be something and nothing, or it could be something pretty major. Now, for me, the something and nothing thing, cereal. Yeah, we'll use that analogy again, cereal. Something pretty major, a death in the family. You're feeling confused and hurt and angry and your hormones are literally all over the place, and if you feel like you're absolutely on a knife's edge and you're absolutely gonna explode, as easy as it would be to just rip the head off the person that's next to you, imagine how you'd feel if you were the said person that was having the head ripped off, and how shitty you would feel, right? Well, they're gonna feel that. Sometimes it's just easier to remove yourself from the situation, go outside into the garden with a hoe or a trowel or something and just do a little bit of weeding. Yeah, I know it sounds ridiculous, that, doesn't it? Oh, I'm so exhausted, I need to go outside and do some weeding. No, if you're feeling, it's a way to let your anger out without, destroying the person that loves you the most, which are your kids and your husband. And sometimes for me, getting it out of my system is to literally come downstairs and stand in the utility room and scream, right? Fortunately, it's soundproof in there because of the machines. You can't really hear if you're in there going, why me? Roar. I am woman, hear me roar. Roar. You know, you can go in there and just, let off steam, or go for a run. Oh, goodness me, the amount of women in my age group that have taken up jogging or going down to the gym. I can understand the appeal of it, girls. I really can. You're going to be hot and sweaty anyway, so why not be hot and sweaty in lycra? Yeah, as you're jogging around, or, on an exercise bike. Yeah, just find your way of letting off steam. It doesn't matter what it is. Just find your release valve. Otherwise, they're going to be casualties, and you don't want the casualties to be, Mummy doesn't love me. My wife doesn't love me. I can't take this anymore. I want out. Because it's amazing the amount of people that get divorced when the elderly lady, the mother, the wife, suddenly starts with the menopause, and it's like, but her whole personality's changed. She's not the woman that you married, right? No, she still is the woman that you married. She still is the woman that you want to spend the rest of your life with. Just hide all the cutlery, just for a couple of days while the storm passes. Ah, she's still her. You still love her. She still loves you. She still loves the kids, even though the kids now think that Mummy doesn't love them anymore. I'm not talking to my mother anymore. Well, the crazy lady that she is. No, she still loves you. You still love her. It's her hormones. She's just navigating and doing something that she's never had to do before. And you're going through it with her. So put a reassuring arm around her. Wave that bar of dairy milk, or whatever it is that, calms the inner she-beast. And just tell her, I love you, darling. I do. I think you're wonderful. You're a goddess. Look at this wonderful meal. I don't care if that dinner is on the table and it's 95% charcoal because it got burnt in the oven. You're going to turn around and say, that's the best dish you've ever served me. Fingers crossed behind your back, And she's probably going to laugh and say, can we get takeout? And everyone around the table is going to say, oh, thank Christ. Oh, thank God, she said, we can have takeout. Dad, I want Chinese food, Dad. Don't let Mother anywhere near the cooker again. It has happened. The pie got left in the oven because nobody heard the buzzer go off. It's now come out cremated. The good old saying when you're cooking, when it's brown it's done, when it's black it's buggered. And that's what it means in this house anyway. Times when I burn dinner to a crisp and beyond, and everyone's looked at it and thought, what is this? Is this an experiment? Maybe it's a new diet that Mum's on. Charcoal. You see, it does happen. That's brain fog. That's brain fog for you. I forgot I put dinner in the oven. The cat's looking a bit like, I have to eat this, right? What is it? What was it? Mom, we're not eating this, yeah? This is a joke, yeah? Of course it is, darlings. Take away. There's ways around everything. What the most important thing you've got to remember as you're going through the menopause is that you still love each other. Yeah, Mum might have gone a bit crazy. She might be crying over something cute that she's seen on Instagram, or screaming at you because you've left one crumb on the kitchen table. You know, it's all or nothing when you're going through menopause. It really is. Your hormones, terrible. It's a terrible thing. You just got to remember that you all still love each other, and you're all still gonna take care of each other. And I'm sure I'm gonna do tons on the menopause as the days and weeks go by, because I'm experiencing different things every day. And I'm sure you ladies are as well. And you know, it's an open forum, this. We can talk to each other about it. You know, don't keep the feelings all bottled up inside. You know, it's not going to do you any good, and it's not going to do the kids any good, and it's not going to do your husband any good. You know, if you're feeling like something's getting at you, talk to your husband. Husbands, realise that your wives ain't robots. They're not Stepford wives, darlings. You know, they're human beings with real feelings. And it's just nice to have them validated now and again. So what if your wife's changed and she's got a few more pounds on her? It's more for you to love. And for goodness sakes, if your wife turns round and says, "Does my bum look big in this?" the correct answer is, "Darling, you look beautiful." Not, "Darling, your bum looks big in everything." That will end up with a screaming match. Yeah, you just got to remember, see the funny side of things, okay? It's not so bad. She still loves you. You still love her. And you love those kids. It's just that mum needs a little bit more support while she's going through the menopause. And that's the bit that you've got to remember. Okay? So what you've got to do now, when your wife comes home, tell her that you love her, right? Get the kids to sing, "We love you, mummy. We think you're the best, even though you serve charcoal mess." You know, you just got to sing. You have to find the funny side of things, you really do. Because life's too short to stay mad, right? Find your happy dance. Until next time, my darlings, take care. Bye bye.